What's up, guys? TT here, coming at you with another episode. Like I explained in the previous one, I'm trying to get the episodes for this week done. Because if I don't, then, well, that's not good. And that's horrible of me. And I do have a chance to record, guys. I gave up a lot of sleep to make sure I could record. Because no one's in the house at the moment. Because laundry had to be done. And that's the chore of... Yeah, that's her chore, not my chore. Because I am not trusted with that stuff. It's kind of one of those instances where and I'm just gonna talk over this, guys, because it's pretty much just kind of grinding, beating up the trainers. They don't really do anything. They can't beat me up, or yeah, they're not really doing anything. But no, with me, I just keep the main room clean. I do the dishes. Well, she does, I also keep the kitchen clean. I also do the vacuuming. But, she'll take care of making sure the bathroom is up to par, and also keeping, her dresser clean, which I don't really mess with. And it gets pretty messy pretty quickly, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But chores are a part of life, so someone's got to do it. Speaking of chores, like, there's been a lot more with Christmas as well. Christmas has really brought in, like, a lot more work around. Just even, like, aside from work completely, just doing the stuff at home. So much comes along with Christmas. I'll get back to you shortly with that. The moon's freaking awesome in this game. I love the scenery in this. See, do you see that there? Yeah, it's going to be the trial. I get my Lapras. Look at the vigorous splashing. I wouldn't be so surprised to find a fearsome Pokemon is the one causing it all. So, brave trial goer, I would like to ask you to investigate that splashing there and find out what exactly is causing it. I won't ask you to swim out there, of course. I have a lovely gift for you instead. And now we have Lapras. If you climb atop Lapras there, you will be able to travel over bodies of water. That's right, you'll even be able to reach those splashes there. Okay, you are a trainer. I'll battle you shortly. And then we will deal with the trial. I actually forgot there were so many freaking trainers in here. Let's be real, guys. Like, I did not even remember all these trainers. I mean, they're not hard. They just, like, I'm surprised to see him. We actually get Fletchling pretty soon, too, by the way, guys. Because I think that's in the fire area, I want to say. You can get Fletchling, which would be really nice in the long run. This Talonflame is power. Okay, knock you out, and that will be all she wrote for you, Fletchling. Bye-bye, Miko. I'll be glad when Wasted Space evolves. I'm not happy that I have to use a Fletchling on the playthrough, but I'm not upset about it either, because Fletchling's not a bad Pokemon. I just... Ugh. I mean, not Fletchling, Piggyback. Got tied up because I just battled Fletchling. But I'm not a fan of Piggyback overall, guys. For anyone like who hasn't followed much originally, I really hated it because it was like the only Pokemon in the demo. It seemed like, yes, there was Yungoos and there was Rockruff, but you rarely ever saw them. And you saw a few Pokemon during your trial, but you couldn't catch them. For the brunt of the game, it was Piggyback, and or Piggyback. There we go, and now we can get on this because we have beaten all the trainers, kind of gathered their experience. Okay. I think this is one of my favorite trials. I like a lot of the trials in the game because, honestly, like, I really like what they did with Sun and Moon overall. Got our first wishy-washy here. It's really turned out to be a really fluid game. And they kind of touched base on a lot of things in that the older games really, like, needed. And by older games, I mean Black, White, Black 2, White 2, and X and Y. I'm not really going to say as much on Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire because that game wasn't too bad. It was a remake. There was parts they could have done a lot better than they did in that game, but overall it was a great and solid game. But in this game, they give a lot of backstory. Oh my! So it was wishy-washy kicking up all that water. Even a little wishy-washy can make such big waves. Splash, splash. Oh me, what is that? I can hear splashing from over there. It sounds even larger than what we saw. Is it a Pokemon? Is it a person? I suppose we better go check. But no, in X and Y, and I'm gonna kind of like, I'm not gonna spoil a bunch of stuff for people who haven't played through all the game yet as far as Sun and Moon goes. I'm just kind of going to touch base on a few things that like they've done that other games didn't. In X and Y, pretty much this is what you knew. This trial's really in the way here of me talking. Look, there it is. I'm sorry, what was your name? Of course, Vea, that's a lovely name, just lovely. Now, look over there. Do you see that? Yes, whatever is kicking up such lovely splashes must be rather big. A strapping young swimmer, perhaps, or an amazing Pokemon specimen. But what you knew in X and Y, you knew Lysander was evil. What did you know about his backstory in that game? Think about that, guys. And while in this game, you really get in the head of the evil organization. Team Flare was just, we look cool. Look at us, we're superior human beings. That's literally their only thing that they really had. But Team Skull, they're outcasts. No one took them in. There's so much more in it than there was in X and Y. Really, dude? Could you not summon more Pokemon? I was trying to heal, not let you call more Pokemon. It's just there's so much of a difference in just overall game. Hopefully that. I don't think that was her. Okay. But it's just a massive difference. And I'm not going to touch on the whole backstory of the leader because we'll actually get to that in this playthrough. Are you serious? Again? Really? You're just going to keep summoning more wishy-washy? Really? Is that the route we're going to go here? Okay, buddy. You need to, like, chill and faint and all that stuff. But that's what I like about this game. You really get into the heads of the evil organization, and I don't know. The only one they could have done a little bit better. Well, I'm not gonna say that one till later on in the game. There's one they could have done better, as far as getting into motive and all that kind of stuff, but it just. Oh, Sun and Moon does things so much better, and I'm really hoping Wishy-Washy stops calling for help because this is getting really freaking annoying. And if I see a shiny because of this, I swear I'll be mad. Could you not call for help anymore? This is really starting to get on my nerves. Stop! Why? I'm gonna knock you out next. This is really stupid. Why do you keep calling for help? I'm knocking you out this time. You're the one freaking causing me problems. Freaking totem wishy-washy is the one that leads to it's the one causing me problems. Now you need to not call for help because I just beat up your buddy, not so you could call for help. Thank you. That was annoying. I mean, yeah, that was good for experience, but oh my gosh! Okay. Now that we've beaten, I don't know how many wishy-washies in that patch. Probably should have run out. Oh my, so it was another wishy-washy that was kicking up all that water. How unfortunate. Wasn't a strapping young swimmer after all. Splash, 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 splash. Oh my word, now what's that? It's even more fury splashing. It sounds as big as a whale, or it might just be another Pokemon, but maybe, just maybe, we'll be lucky to find a spry young swimmer floundering in the water in need of saving. Let's go investigate it, Faya. I'd rather not, if they're going to keep calling for help like that. That was not fair to me. That took freaking forever. When the fishing line has been cast, a sucker may come along willing to battle, or a trainer will be hooked. That was awful. I haven't had that, like, something that bad happen in a while. But aside from that, guys, the gameplay is a bit more smoother. I say that even though, like, you pretty much have to have a new 3DS XL to not have lag. For, like, double battles are horrible if you're playing on an older 3DS, which most people are, because most people actually didn't get the new 3DS XL. I have one, I'm just not playing on it right now. I actually got one. That was my first capture card too. Which, for anyone who doesn't know how to record the games like this and be able to have the screens like this, look up capture card. Because a lot of people do ask about that. I know a lot of people are probably curious and kind of want to get their bearings and do it themselves. And really, you only have Magikarp. What good are you, buddy? And you just splash around. You have Tackle! Really? You have Tackle! Oh, you give me a headache. Yes, you are a sucker. But the game itself is a lot more fluid, just in storyline and everything. Brooklet Hill, within it lies a legendary Pokemon said to be the embodiment of the sea itself, the mighty Kyogre. That's amazing. There's only a joke, Faya. You're rather trusting, aren't you? Opposite what Gliding said. But we are near the sea. If that splashing sound is coming from the sea, then I'll wonder what's causing it. And now it is raining as well. The rain will boost the power of any water-type moves by half again. Because the splash is caused by some Pokemon whose moves are now growing ever stronger in the falling rain. Possibly. You seem to know a little bit too much there, Lena. Faya, you've come all this way with me. Trial start. That's right, didn't you notice you passed through the captain's gate by my side, which means you will now undergo my trial. To clear my trial, you must defeat the great totem Pokemon known as the Lord of the Ocean. The spray of water you can see there, that's where you'll probably find the totem. And perhaps those wishy-washy you battled against will also want their revenge to eat. Whatever comes at you improves your strength to me. Remember that you cannot catch my Pokemon here unless you complete my trial. So let the trial begin. I think it's cool that the trial captains can actually raise wild Pokemon, by the way. But what I'm talking about is just like the overall gameplay. I mean, they removed HMs pretty much completely. You can still teach your Pokemon them as TMs for the most part, so they're not removed. They're just not completely there anymore. So let's find the totem Pokemon real quick. Lapras is scared, and the Wishy-Washy are gathering up. Look out, here I come. Whoa. Now we have the second totem Pokemon, a Wishy-Washy. Hopefully we can actually beat it. Its defense rose. Oh. I'm hoping I can beat this. I'm only level 22. This thing's freaking level 20. And its defense... Oh! It had a citrus berry! The pros of using flying type Pokemon, guys. That's awesome. And it's calling for help. This is not going to be fun. So I just lost my attack. My attack just went... And it's a level 18 Wishy-Washy. We'll do some Echoed Voice since you dropped my attack, and hopefully it does about the same because that was -1 because of your defense going up 1, and -1 again. That's fine. You can Aqua Ring all you want, buddy. So now I am a water type. But that does not help me because I don't have water type moves. Otherwise, I would be using the heck out of those, dude. Whoa, that actually... Oh, it was crit. Okay. I was like, did the rain somehow actually work? No, it didn't help at all. It just... Oh. False hope, guys. False hope. I do have Roost still, so I'm going to be fine. The problem is freaking Helping Hand. Almost there. The Helping Hand is what's causing me the most, like, problems. Except now you don't have your big form. So you're actually a regular one. Does that mean you lose your stats? I think I'm going to risk it. Which I already did the move pool, so I mean, it's not like you guys don't already know that. Get rid of the Totem Pokemon. And also level up, so that should bring me up 2 health as well. So I don't really think that this thing's going to be able to knock me out. Cave Barb hit level 22 as well. Flutter level 18. Brian, please. Survive. Yes, it's not very effective because I am a water type now thanks to the awesome boost. Now I'm going to use Roost to get my health back. Still does work. I was kind of worried that it might not work because I'm a water type now. I'm going to boost it again just in case because I don't really want to take any chances now. Why are you using Helping Hand? You have no friends. You need to be singing some Celine Dion. All by myself. Don't want to be. Okay, now we just need to knock out this Wishy-Washy and we will be done with the trial. The trial wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I was kind of scared for no reason, I guess. But I mean, I've spread my experience out so much that, like, I have every right to be. Got a crit there. I think that was a crit. Was it not a crit? Wasn't it a crit? Wow. Okay. Never mind. He's like... Buddy! Helping Hand, buddy! Poor Wishy-Washy. Feel bad. He just, like, gave up there. Defeated the Totem Pokemon. That is the second trial. Got 2 more on this island before the grand trial. I feel so sorry for that Wishy-Washy. That freaking Helping Hand. Very well, Fea, please come back this way. I must say I find myself at an impasse here. All of the Wishy-Washy that I so diligently trained up were defeated, and that is very frustrating. But of course I cannot let your completion of my trial go uncelebrated. Fea, you were amazing. Fea, truly impressive. Please take this. Oh, and now we have the Waterium Z, guys. Which does not help me at all, because I don't have Wingull anymore. And the flying one you don't get until after you beat the Elite Four, I think. Or at least until the final island, because you need the Machamp Shove. You do know what this is, don't you? Watch. This is how you use Waterium Z. Hello, well. And that's not all I can offer you here. This is Elena Original, one of my handmade fishing rods. You obtain a fishing rod. I think I can use Gyarados, actually. This is how I use my fishing rod. When you want to fish for Pokemon, look for piles of rocks in the water. Fish like to hide in the shadows there. When you see your bob dip under the water, you have a bite, but you won't for long. The Pokemon will struggle, blah, blah, blah. Don't need to know all this. Got 10 dive balls. So, but I'm pretty sure Gyarados does count as a flying type. So let me check real quick. It is water flying. Okay, I was right. So we can actually get a Magikarp because it does fall under it. Did you know she's such a freaking joker? You did a fine job today. So I see you back to the Pokemon Center. Sure, we'll just catch the Magikarp later, guys. Good, let's be going then, and you can always do a spot of fishing later. That's what I'm thinking. See, we think the same. Next is Kui's trial at the Volcano Park, and that reminds me, did you see any Sodowoodo upon Polino Ranch? They were causing some trouble for people, so I gave them a little dose of my Z-Power. Using my Water MZ, just a little lesson for them. I wonder how they will react now that you see a Water MZ too. Yeah, see that you have it. Okay, I'm going to heal up real quick, guys, and then I guess we'll catch a Magikarp. See if we can catch a Magikarp real quick. I'm not going to be using it, obviously, until it's a Gyarados, because, well, it's not water flying. Doesn't seem fair. But that's awesome. I get to use a freaking Gyarados. Which that will actually be able to use Water MZ, too. So that's not bad. I think I can get... I'm pretty sure I can get Magikarp down here. Please. We will end the episode off with some fishing. Got a big pearl. Such a weird way to end a freaking flying Monolocke. Freaking fishing. Come on, buddy. Pull this out. There we go. We finally get 5th member. Yep, there we go, guys. That is the Magikarp we needed. The Magikarp we were looking for. Can't believe I'm saying we're looking for a Magikarp. That thing's gonna take a while to level up. Freaking level 11. Catch you. You are going to join the team. 1. Because you are the Magikarp we get. First one we see in this route. Since we can catch. Come on, buddy. I think that might be all she wrote. That is indeed. So we got properties here. Going to go ahead and put him in. Okay, there we go. I'm on there. Now we just need to think of a name for our new buddy, the Magikarp, who will be a Gyarados whenever he actually hits level 20. Yes, I would like to name him. Let's see. We will be naming you. How about... You know, let's call it Lance. After the original Lance back in Gen 1. You know, and the whole shout out to the whole Red Gyarados incident. I think that's a fitting name. Let's do Lance. You're going to be Lance, buddy. And that will be our 5th member. We have finally been able to replace both the members we lost, which is awesome. I'm actually really happy about that. And with that, guys, I will see you guys later. Do me a favor and stay lucky.